This is a revolutionary radio where we preach something, where we preach reality, in short. We do it the way others don't. Not in the classical way, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, that the fight for the freedom of Biafra is not that classical fighting, that classical way of doing things. No. Our own case is peculiar because we want genuine freedom, genuine liberation, genuine independence. It's not only flag independence, no. We are preparing our mindset, sanitizing our minds and psyche in order to start thinking in another way around. Not the way we were being brought up to think. No. That we shouldn't ask. There are things. No, don't ask questions. No. It is not that. Things have changed. We are in an era of African awakening. Let us understand this. If we miss this opportunity, it will be gone and gone forever. But we are here in order to initiate. There is something on the A. There is an awakening on the A in Africa, or to black race. In the A, in the mindset of black race. It is that universal consciousness on A that is crying for, just accept me, accept and be part of this. That is what that awakening is crying for. And what I'm telling you is truth, is reality. Because you can see we have ventured. You see Africans, black race is venturing, is entering where in, asking questions that never occurred to us. Even if it's in the minds of some people, you don't dare speak it out. But today, we are in that era. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, according to him, he said that we are going to restore a Biafra of sanitized brain where everything is subject to questioning. Everything. We question everything. No, there is no, before we have banned places. No, don't, no, touch not my anointed. No, he's a man of God. No, this place, don't go there. No, don't go there. No, there is nothing like that. We question everything. That natural curiosity inbuilt in human being is what we are trying to revive in our consciousness. Because that is what the Europeans revived in the 16th, 17th century, and that curiosity led them to where they are today as advanced people. Are you hearing me? In our own, many forces, including religion, relegated us into a particular level, so that there are things you talk. No, don't say it, don't ask. Just how is the world created? No, it's the work of God. Now don't think about it. You want to ask God question, and we continued growing in stupidity and ignorance, in belief. We have, many places that are limited to us. Whereas human beings, normally there should be no place that is banned for exploration. Are you hearing me? That is what we are doing today. We have risen up. That place they call the dot have risen up and is stimulating the renaissance, the African renaissance and awakening. Therefore, be proud to be part of what you are doing. Contribute your quota. As I'm talking, you can visit our website, and also you can contribute for the sustenance of ESN, because everything also amounts to finance. For your information, without finance, it is impossible to run a movement of this magnitude. Without finance, it is impossible to sustain ESN. That is our last line of defense. You can understand, like 2 days ago, I talked about the evil of Bill Gates. The evil plans and agenda of Bill Gates in order to kill, slaughter, make Nigeria, that contraption called Nigeria, to make it complete farmland where human lives don't matter. Only for organ harvesting, egg harvesting from women, different, anything they want, they take free of charge. Come to resource, natural resources, they take it free of charge. A while ago, I was watching a little documentary, although I didn't finish it. I think it was in Al Jazeera. We are talking about the cause of the real cause of the piratery in the Gulf of Aden, in Somalia beaches, Somalia coast. Now, the European Union, the West, they use their military might to occupy that place because there were pirates everywhere, hijacking European ships and vessels and tanks, all that is passing there, and collecting ransom. One man is analyzing. He was saying, look, the Europeans, they are smart. They didn't treat the real cause of this thing. They just imposed their power because that is how they behave, that they can do it. But the real cause is still there. Misery. The whole coast, most of the African coast is being, invaded by Western ships, Western fishing boats, trawlers that are fishing billions and billions of African fishes for free, because they are the people that give you your government, the people, the democracy you are talking about. No, it is nothing like there is nothing like democracy. They are the Europeans. The West is the people that assigned to every African country in a so-called democracy the government they want in place, and they sign to them. They sign off the coast for them to fish anyhow, and they will be collecting. We are talking about, we talk only in a so-called democracy, the government they want in place, and they sign to them. They sign off the coast for them to fish anyhow, and they will be collecting. We are talking about, we talk only. They sign to them. They sign off the coast for them to fish anyhow, and they will be collecting. We are talking about, we talk only. So the Europeans, they brought in their military might in order to crush the so-called pirates. But people are suffering in misery. You understand? And they are protecting their fishing trawlers, which is illegally fishing in the coast of Africa. Have you seen that? But they are telling you, no, illegal immigrants, they are the cause of all these things. How I wish that even Africans, billions of Africans will invade Europe. I am telling you. At a time, everybody be if Mandina was Mandina billions are now got to Europe. Let us see how they will sustain it. Let us see. Because they are the main cause of the misery that is being suffered in countries in Africa. They are the main cause. I can assure you that. They are the main cause, and that is why they are afraid of any African renaissance. Because they believe that once we are genuinely free, that we are going to retaliate on them or sue them for damages. No, that is not our primary aim. We want to live like equal human beings in this planet Earth, that all of us come together. Not like a European farm. No. Where they take anything, they are maintaining the Hitler policy. Hitler tried to do his own directly without diplomacy, directly under gunpoint. But the Europeans, the Westerners, they are now implementing the Hitler policy on Africa in a very subtle diplomatic way. That is why they can praise the people, their puppets, like Bazoum, the former president of Niger Republic, who was selling to them uranium, a kilogram of uranium that is 200 and something, 221 or $218 per kilo of uranium. France was taking it for less than 100 cents, 80 cents. And they have been showering him glory and praises that he's a Democrat. You know, Niger is on the right path. You know, from time to time, France will come and give aid. European Union will come and openly announce that they are giving aids to Niger Republic because they are one of the poorest of the world. Do you see? This injustice can never continue forever. I am assured, even if we don't get it now, for justice to happen now, in coming generations, it will happen. It will come. It must surely come. Europe must suffer for what they are doing in Africa. They must suffer. Even if not now, in the next 50 years, in the next 100 years, in the next 200, they must suffer. I am telling you. Because they are they don't give up. They continue. They know. Everybody knows that they are plundering, but they continue. They continue doing it because they can do it. They have the military might. Any person that rises up they bring you down. Look at how they killed the real people that want genuine independence in Africa. There's this man, I've forgotten his name, in Cameroon. The first person that wants genuine freedom of Cameroon. They killed him, they hunted for him and killed him, and carry power and give to Ahijo, who is under France's pocket. You know, one thing in Africa is that they must have willing tools. That is the problem. They must have willing tools. In order to perpetrate their crime, they must have willing tools abound in Africa. Why is it so? We must change the way we reason and remove this greed. And it is the same greed that is, you know, making it difficult for where our leader is. Do you see? But it's a Jimako with onion discipline. They use blackmail in order to make sure that Ejiofor, San, and Ozekome that have been doing good job, to relinquish everything to them. They lied to our leader, and our leader said, okay, you people handle it. And there is nothing they can do. You don't have the right to appoint anybody. And today, we are watching them. They are joking with fire. They are joking with fire. I'm telling you. They are joking with fire. We are watching them. I think they said that it's a job for that is a cause of his not Mazi is not coming out. This siblings of iniquity. They come and go collect award from Buhari, so his agent. So now they use blackmail to remove these people. Now and today, what is happening? I say we are watching them. They thought that we are just watching them. Can I continue? Let me play what the letters on Ejimako. They are now trying to find a way in order to run away from the case, which they have taken. Instead of Mazi and have been coming on this platform crying, IPOB have been dishing out communicate. Let us leave all these differences. Please, let us join hands together in order to make sure that we back our leader, everything, so that Nnamdi Kanu, we force Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu through United Front. But Onyendu sibling, they made sure to fight every movement of the DOS. Every step they took. Every step. If the DOS shout, raise alarm about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu's e-head, they counter it. They say, no, it's not true. They are visiting him. Everything is okay. It's just, they make sure, look at now. Let me play for you, please. Let me play for you. It's written even few hours ago. Kanu's legal team threatens withdrawal from trial. Kaina 2 hours ago. Kaina lehanya. Let us be watching them. Let us be watching them. Let me play the clip of where Ejimako said it on video in press conference. Let me look for it. In press conference in Abuja. Now they understand. Now they know. Do you see how do you see why foreigners, why Europeans are on top of us? Do you see the reason? People with greed, they cannot contain their greed. The hatred, I don't know the type of hatred these Onyendu siblings has with the DOS. They believe that it is their natural right, to succeed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the leader of IPOB. It is their family business. I've been saying it here. That is what they thought. It is what is in their mind. That was the reason why in 2021, when they kidnapped the rendition our leader, Kanu was coming on air. I am happy that I never even hosted him. Only the time our HOD was asked by our leader too, in order to come to Radio Biafra with a Kanu. That's the only time I hosted them. Because what was happening that time, I understand. If they are knowledgeable, they shouldn't even interfere. They should be at the back, supporting whatever, so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. But no, they want to be in charge, and that's why they are committing atrocities. Their hands is a part of the atrocities that is being committed in Biafra. I'm telling you. Although Mazi Chinasanworo, we talk here on Saturday. Come Saturday on the 13th. These people, they thought that they will just mesmerize everybody and get away with it. It is not now. It is not now. Owazirike did it to people. I know people that Owazirike rendered useless. People that were doing well. They supported the movement of Masop with all their hearts. I know people that their business went down, but today they are not. They were being laughed at. No person can do it to us. I used to say it that the worst thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did is to raise monsters from all over the world. If it's only those in Nigeria, you can say, okay, climb down. You don't know people he rose up. Everywhere in the world. You don't know. And Kahabia Kanu family, no. I go. The whole Biafra land will be on your own. I am telling you. They can't. You go minita. Bag. Come on, sponsor. No peace will be in our land. Let me play the clip of what this man Ejimako is saying. Listen to him. Listen. Just listen.
The horse must come before the cart. The cart cannot come before the horse. The horse must come before the cart. And what is the horse? Fair hearing. And the cart is the accelerated hearing. You cannot have it.
He's talking about the fair hearing now. Now his eyes are open. Why wasn't he talking about? Why was he talking about? No, he must be in charge. Now he's in charge, right? Now he understands that there is no more fair hearing. What IPOB have been shouting for years, that there is no, that we should hold up that appeal court verdict, we should uphold it. But they went no, they go and apply for bail. Because they were deceived because of their greed, idiotic and foolish greed. They can never dribble millions of people, millions of Biafrans all over the world and go scot-free. It's impossible. Now, people tell me, let us be instead of turn our land, they are Somalia. Let this people what they are doing. You think getting everything is about money. Money. Now you are in charge. Now you know that you cannot put the cart before the horse. Before everything you blame it on Ozekuma. Everything you blame it on Ejiofor. They are the cause of Mazi. Now everything is in your hand. Go and release him. You cannot. Yeah, you want to run away from the case? No, Mba. You are there. We know. We are watching.
Any criminal trial without fair hearing. That is the point we are trying to make. And this message is being sent loud and clear to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to the Nigerian judiciary. Thank you very much for coming, and you have a nice day. It reflects what Barrister Maxwell said, reflects the common position of all the lawyers here, the position of the MNK legal team. This legal team is not going to be part of the travesty of justice that is being cooked in the pot. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going to get a fair trial, this legal team is not going to be part of murdering justice in a Nigerian court over.
So he knows modern justice. We clamor and say on appeal court verdict we stand. Let us stop any court issue. They say no, they will apply for bail. Mommy Bintanyako will give them bail. The only obstacle is Ozekuma and the Ejiofor. I said it the other day. They just literally told them, go and destroy your this thing and come, we lend you money. As a bank. You understand? Go and destroy your collateral. Now come, we will give you. And they foolishly accepted it because there is a type of hatred Onion siblings had on DOS. They thought for them, the DOS is taking their birthright. That is it. Do you think that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has made Kanu as the head of DOS, made Emmanuel as a higher official, second or third in command, all of them, do you think that I will have business in IPOB? All of us, we look at them and say, nah, these are jokers, this is family business, leave them. What makes you think that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, okay, Kanu will be my deputy, Emmanuel Kanu is the head of the DOS, now let us continue. Do you think that I will have business? Say I'm fighting for freedom. I will know that I will be looking at them that I will let them continue their family business. But that is what the Kanu sibling is trying to do. Impose. When you look at anywhere they go, they introduce themselves. What is your position? They are making full of themselves. What is your position? No, I am Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brother. That is his introduction. In a movement like this, now you are an IPOB member, well, you are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brother, which means that covers you to talk or to act on behalf of IPOB. ndị Igbo so ka oge anyị ga-eme onye ranacha anyị ya rana anyị ya lawara onwe ya la free. This impunity is why one of the reasons why we are also the situation we are. Ịgwakwa gị eziokwu onye me ya were sentiment, I were sentiment. Hey, na ọgbakwara mbọ. Hey ọgbakwara mbọ. Ya me ya hapụ onye ọwụna ma ndị hapụrụ ndị ha na-achọ gbalaga after ha bịa shekwa about who about Nigeria. I said na na-etokwe ike. This generation should put a stop to this. This generation should put a stop to this. Onye bịa ya na ya pọ. Wazirike is moving freely with his people, become a billionaire. Somebody that was living in an apartment. Oh, we're not Biafra something. People war for nothing. You see people that are still with him. Instead, other people we know that this is the situation we are entering. One person will talk in presence of everybody without minding anything. Because enough of this nonsense. I with the past glory. We are not here for past glory. I get them before, no be property. Yeah, what is the position now? Do we succeed? I preach to you about Mahatma Gandhi. Go and study the history of how Mahatma Gandhi was killed. Many people don't know he was assassinated. But not our own opposition, by his own people. Because they saw him as a danger. Though he rescued them, though he delivered them, he gave them independence from Britain. But the way he is going, they say, no, this one cannot. If we allow him, he will make us, he will deviate the whole agenda, the direction of a whole billions of Indians, Hindus. Turn us into docile, shouting for peace. Everything you play for peace. Oh, just minute way at point blank red. Why see, yes, I did it is not because out of hatred, but I love my people. So that any person that will rise up tomorrow in order to do that is where this generation will start this in our land. I am telling you. No sentiment. These people, look at what he's saying. Look at what Ejimako is saying. Now you know that there is no justice. You know that. Why then are they blackmailing Ejiofor and Ozokome? Himself is not a son. He was blackmailing a son that was campaigning vigorously, and the Bitanyako saw them as an obstacle to jailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So they subtly turned to Jimako and said, no, we can resolve this. Just make sure, and the siblings of Onyendu, make sure that our obstacles are off. Once they are off, you come apply bail. That time they didn't know that there is no fair hearing. They apply bail, Abi. Now they know. So that anything that happens tomorrow, they will say, no, we did it, we boycotted. So it's not our fault. People that can easily be, fooled. When you cry finish, you continue. Yes, you turn to God, start talking to God. To your so-called God. Your pastor will tell you, don't worry, leave it will, God will give us a helper. No, I disagree. This generation will start this. I am telling you. Didn't Mazi Chinasanwo, didn't he shout about it? Listen, before you forget, because many of our people are 15 minutes. 15 minutes people. Mazi Chinasanwo on the 27th day of January, he shouted when the blackmail was so much that the obstacle to releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a job. He's a DOS. He's a second. They even physical insult. They write the insult. Mazi Chinasa came and said this. Listen.
Strategically, we have been do our research. Everybody right today is 27th of January. The leadership is determined to do anything they will do with strategically how we have been do our research, conduct our plans, which we are not making it anybody but next. You see the people pushing to court. Only is going to prison with the rubbish, with the rubbish and the kind of other place. These people are planning. Now we are talking in. Let me tell you people something that happened. You see the signal a day before the morning of the court, the morning of this court on 15 December. We are asking what are we expecting in the court on 15 December. We were told and they said we have tried our best. If we got anything they said, it is the wish of God. I am saying it on Radio Biafra because more people will want to divert attention. I am shouting it now. We stop all this rubbish court case, do this thing. Very strategic. Don't allow.
I think you had it. It is as clear as crystal. Have you forgotten Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the last court? He expressed his disappointment on the whole contingent. The lawyers, Jimako, his siblings, that he was disappointed in them. They stifled that. They don't want to video anything. His brother said, "Only do happen that side, happen. Don't talk." And he couldn't continue because he's in a cage. So anything they think they can blackmail and get away with lies. You lie. You see, lie to defend one lie. You have to use 1,000 lies to defend one lie. That is what is going on. Now it is now this Ejimako knew that there is no fair trial. I didn't see that thing. You can happen to anything about the court. I said no, that they must do it. They must do it. Do you remember Mazi Edoziem, our head of the directorate, in his speech before the 15th of December decision, before the Supreme Court, that there is no more, nothing again. We have no more faith in their court. That whether they want, they release him or they don't, it is not that we have no more faith. Anything they see, they should take. It is this same sibling that started blackmailing the DOS. When you that is hearing my voice as a Biafran, as an IPOB member, you don't understand the magnitude of what the DOS is suffering. Any movement they make, these people will go and counter it. They don't care using criminals in order to make sure to tarnish, as they are using criminals tarnishing. They thought that they are tarnishing the image of IPOB only. They don't know that the DSS is a secret service that is of a country. They know what they are doing. They are gathering evidence, truthful conversations, everything against them, which they are going to use against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't know. They thought that they are doing the DOS. They are doing IPOB. If not me, if not us in charge, he says scatter everything. He can never scatter it. Instead, you people will scatter. You see, it's them that will scatter. Okay? Or hashero fo you cannot chop. I say, you see, this generation will start something that has never happened in the history of Igbo land, in the history of Biafrans. Because onye me ya bia ya me were onye me were sentiment. Igbo, oh, we have a sentiment. We use old glory. Now leave them now kind of family. No. Do you remember? Oh, they sacrificed their parents. Yes, they did that. Their parents died. What about other people? Is there one life that is better than other? What about thousands, if not tens of thousands of Biafrans that are suffering, that are dead? Some families are closed because of this struggle. Mother Bia what is happening in mostly in Olo. They thought that the DSA didn't know. They don't have hard evidence. Can I continue news? We are watching. Today I'm going to continue on this topic or this series of living continuous legacy, a colonial legacy. That is Nigeria. Nigeria is a continuous colonial legacy personified. That is it. So, in order for us to decolonize, to remove ourselves from complete colonialism, we need to destroy Nigeria. Because Nigeria is a farmland. I think I've said it. The fight we are engaging is not a little fight, oh, for your information. It's not a small fight. It's a fight whereby, as I put in my Facebook timeline, that you can never defeat a people that are ready to lay down their lives for their cause. You can never. You can never do that. The more you kill us, the more we continue. The more it hardens our hearts. It makes us more hardy in order to reach our destination. Look at fire burning in markets in Lagos. But will our people know anything? No. It's normal thing. It's generator. It's this and that. It's electricity. These are as anywhere, anytime you hear fire burn markets in Lagos and in many other parts, you see that thousands of Igbo youths are rendered useless. So they must enter into many of them will enter into criminality, and the victims of that criminality will still be our people. It can be you, it can be me tomorrow. That is why it is dangerous. That is why this thing concerns each and every one of us. Are you hearing me? If you hear anybody telling you that no, Nigeria this and that, Nigeria is no. Let me check. Let me finish whether I finish playing. Let me finish playing that man's. Let me play it finish so that you listen, please. Before I continue, let me finish playing it.
The cat cannot come before the horse. The horse must come before the cat. And what is the horse? Fair hearing. And the cat is the accelerated hearing. You cannot have any criminal trial without fair hearing. That is the point we are trying to make. And this message is being sent loud and clear to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to the Nigerian judiciary. Thank you very much for coming, and you have a nice day.
This man, the logic where he puts himself in a cobweb is this. Once you accept to apply for bail, application for bail is not automatic. Either you are accepted or you are rejected, which means you accept the trial to go on. That is, it's logical, it's common sense. But the position of IPOB, of the DOS, the leadership of this struggle, as of him, after the Supreme Court, they said no, we are no more interested in the Nigerian trial. If all of us say amen to this and continue this way, there wouldn't be anything like a fair trial. We will be doing something that will force Nigeria in order to reverse their method. But this man said, no, their main headache was not about he said, let them be in charge. So, apply for bail. When you apply for bail, it is either the bail is accepted or rejected. And the trial must continue. Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was bailed, which means the trial must continue. Which means this thing he's talking now is obsolete. He has accepted in his action that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should continue trial, but give us bail so that we will be coming trial from outside. Is it not? Is it not logical? But we said outrightly no more trial because he has been acquitted. Don't you see the difference? He has been acquitted. So any other of his stay there in jail, what you call trial is nonsense, shambolic. What we have seen since 1 year is now he have used blackmail. They have used blackmail, been in charge. Now they want to run away from it. They still came back to that status quo, which all of us would have joined hands together. They said no. The mistake is they blockade it. Don't worry, give me. They will give us bail if apply for. Once I'm in charge, it will be bailed. Which means you accept the trial, don't you? Don't you see logic? If you didn't accept the trial, you wouldn't even You wouldn't have gone to apply for bail. Say, no, what am I applying for bail? For what? There shouldn't be no trial because it's not fair. So now, because of you are disappointed, you have been tricked. You now know that you have been duped. Don't you see how before that 19th bail application, how 100% they were, 100% sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out on bail. They were 100. They kind of you watch his write up everything that they are laughing 100%. Once they come out now, we see because they were deceived. They don't know who they were dealing with. Nigeria is a government. They thought that it is Igbo sentiment. They will trick you into some. Use laugh and trick you into something before you realize that is what they are in. That is what they are in. A whole lawyer, barrister. He didn't realize since 2021 that everywhere in DSS, their inmates, everything in the cell, their walls should be bugged. Even a baby should know that. I could remember right from day one, we have been talking it. Mazi Chinasaworu, anytime he come on air, tell them, stop all this nonsense. You people, Kanu family Kanu siblings, going to Onyendu, lying and talking about money and this. They are listening everything and they are going to use it against Onyen. Oh God. It's now a lawyer that is handling this type of case. High profile case. It's now that he's knowing that DSS is bugged. That anything they say is hard. He said they mistakenly forwarded, DSS will mistakenly forward their photo. His photo as evidence. You don't know that even this Jimako that is talking, many things, if care is not taken, it can be taken, it can be picked up at a time by the DSS. What I'm telling you, go and mark it. He is afraid. Because of many things he's talking without just talking blah 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 in the without even knowing that they are hearing everything. They are recording. Even if you whisper there, they hear it. A lawyer. After almost 3 years, he says, the DSS mistakenly even took my photo. There is no camera there. But I am wondering how they took my photo and filed it as an exhibit. This man or mother here. Or mother that will hit DSS in the Kunuko, even against him. You'll be surprised one day I'll get caught. I say, I mention, I say, now I say, Mr. Wait, hold on there. I talk one lawyer. Don't worry. We are watching. They don't know. They thought that we are morons. How about that we reason, we think, we analyze issues? But they are being driven by their greed, their hatred, their selfishness. So it blinds them. They don't understand. They don't understand. They overlook many things, thinking that is normal. Let me finish playing it before I continue.
It reflects what Barrister Maxwell said reflects the common position of all the lawyers here, the position of the MNK legal team. This legal team is not going to be part of the travesty of justice that is being cooked in the pot. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going to get a fair trial, this legal team is not going to be part of murdering justice in a Nigerian court over the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It does not mean we are going to abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but we will, as a group, as a team, abandon a process. We will refuse to be participants in a process that is geared to pre-program the injustice on the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let that be clear. So it does not sound like we are going to boycott Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. If you want to say we shall boycott the judiciary, you can use that. But what we are boycotting will be manifest injustice. So the fair trial.
Can go ahead and convict.
You have had it all. You have had it all. We will continue. So, as I said, I am still on this series of living a continuous colonial legacy. That is what we are living in. Once you are living in, we are still living in Nigeria as Nigerians. We are living continuous. It's a colonial legacy personified. I've said it. Because you don't have anything, by yourself. You don't have power over your destiny. Never. You don't have power over your destiny. Nothing. Everything is imposed in Nigeria. It's planned. Don't you see how the West is using Bill Gates? And Bill Gates is one of the first people that came to congratulate Tinubu, to visit Tinubu. Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? Bill Gates is one of the first people that came to visit Tinubu after his so-called electioneering winning. Have you forgotten? In a country, in a place where the zombies are existing, there is no, the politicians become gods. They become gods of all because you cannot rise up. You want to rise up, they use religion and hew you down. They use tribalism, hew you down. Say, hey, don't follow Igbo man. It's Igbo. Oh, finish. Everything go. So, the politicians, they are on top. And Britain, America, the Western country, they are using all these things to hold everybody hostage. If you tell, they say, so no. There is what do you call it? Strength in diversity. That's the mantra they use. There is strength in diversity. But the strength in diversity. This is APs. International, it says some airlines in conspiracy against APs slash Lagos London flight to even $100. Chairman Onyema. It's an Igbo man. How dare an Igbo man even enter and challenge them? So there is a conspiracy. Why do you have a country? In order to protect you, protect your business. Because your business is your country's business. Is employing thousands of people directly and the other thousands indirectly. Is paying tax. Are you hearing me? When America threatened to stop TikTok, it's a Chinese firm, Chinese-owned firm. Chinese man-owned firm. Do you think that China kept quiet? They have to protect. It's not direct government, investment, but it's their citizen. But what is Nigeria going to do? Nigeria, no, it's Igbo man. It's even. Do they have anything to talk? They are happy. Nigeria government will be happy that they say it's an Igbo man. If Gowon can be manipulated to burn Biafra research and production inventions in blueprint, then what are you thinking? Any Igbo man that think he will fit in Nigeria, you are just a chicken. You know, I used to say it, a chicken waiting for any D-Day for celebration. If you pass this Christmas, maybe you will not pass Easter. If you pass Easter, you will not pass August. You know, it's like that. So any woman, billionaire, doing business because you are doing it as a Nigerian, anything can happen at any time to you. You are not secured. On the other side, his country even denied him. When he applied to be flying international to European routes, they sent back telegram to ask the aviation ministry in Nigeria, how do you know this? They say, no, we don't know him. APs, they don't know him. That's where you want, we are just trying to force ourselves to belong. Many of our people are forcing. What of Okachuku in Abuja? His investment was multi-billion naira. You know why we are hearing all these ones is because they are billionaires. They can write it. Our small-scale businessmen and industry that are being destroyed every day in Nigeria. Who talks about them? You cry. You go and sit down. You die of a heart attack. That's it. That's Nigeria for you. Because Nigeria is not meant for our progress. It's meant to keep us down. Everybody is under gunpoint. Staying under gunpoint. That is it. Are you hearing me? That is the reality. That is why Nigeria is the continuous colonial legacy pestified. Once Nigeria started existing in 1914, only 1914, they gathered the people by force. People that have no business being together. People that never knew themselves before, never seen themselves. They gather them and say, you are Nigerians, and that is what we are defending. People are defending. When you look at Yoruba, that they say, some Yoruba people, hey, Nigeria is this Igbo. I say, okay. Remove Murtala Mohammed Airport. Remove the whole wharfs, the whole seaports from Lagos. Now bring them down to Biafra region. Deny any part of Southwest anything concerning international airport and the seaport. Now let them sing of one Nigeria. Do you see the hypocrisy? Do you see the reason why black people are not honest? They are dishonest. I don't know whether it is natural. I don't know. There is something terribly wrong. Black people are dishonest generally. I am telling you. Their hatred. Do you know the reason why Europeans make inroads during the colonial time? They made quick inroads because they were able to use some part of our Africans to fight their brothers. Do you know the reason why Christianity had a root in Igbo land? I think I've preached this several times. Do you know the reason? England came. Church of England came first. It came first in Onitsha, if I'm not mistaken, or is it Onitsha? He established in Onitsha. And Onitsha people that time, not that they understood what Christianity means. No, they don't even want it. They didn't accept them because they want Christianity. But do you know the reason? The main reason is because Onitsha people, they were having skirmishes, problems with their brother, Ndi Oboshi. What I'm telling you is history. All history come now. Do you know all these things? Do you know? Now, the first Christian church that came to is the Anglican in Onitsha. Onitsha people, they saw white people preaching to them about one. They don't even understand what they are saying. They say Nnamdi. But anyway, let us accept them, because so that we have foreigners that can back us. Anytime a Oboshi mess up, we use them and deal with them. Do you see the mentality? Very fundamentally flawed mentality. If you ever allow foreigner against your brother, it doesn't matter how bad or how bad you are with your brother, settle it amicably with them. Do you understand me? China, we are able to ward off, I think in 18th century or 17th century or something thereabout, they were able to ward off the Japanese imperialism. Do you know the reason? Not because Chinese, all of them were one people. No. They were fighting civil wars in China. They were fighting. What happened in Africa happened everywhere, in Europe, in Asia. For your information, don't think it's only in Africa. Wars happens elsewhere, even in Europe. Tribal wars, everything. But Chinese, they were killing themselves. I think this 17th century. They were fighting and killing themselves. Heavy, serious bloodshed. But Japan wanted to take that advantage to come and colonize China, because they were fragmented. You know what? When they saw the threat of a foreigner, Japan, in their land, enemies, brotherly enemies, gathered themselves and said, look, let us stop killing our... Wait. We have a common enemy that is coming. It's Japan. If we continue fighting, all of us will die. All of us will become slaves to him. So let us, even if it's temporarily, let us stop our differences. Yes, I offend you, no problem. Let us fight common enemy, so that if we finish fighting Japan, don't worry, we can resume in later. No problem. We are brothers. We know. That is the type of brain Africans don't have. What I'm telling you is historical. And that is why how they join hands together. Enemies that we are killing themselves, they say, no problem, okay. Because they now saw a common enemy that will be more brutal to them. Japan wanted to come and side one side, again, but all of them, they sabi, they are wise. That's why it doesn't matter how you hate or your family is this and that. If any foreigner come put hand and you side him, your family is gone. Are you hearing me? That is why we are suffering today. Foreign religion came and manipulated us and say our ancestors are evil. That our family, they are the cause of the things we are suffering. That they are demon. Before you know, Bishop Shanahan translated the Igbo Bible and call it that demon they are. They now transfer it and call out one of our deities. They now name it Ekwensu. We start fighting with Ekwensu. We turn around against our own thing. Are you hearing me? They turn around, they that brought idol. They turn around and translated idol, which we didn't have any replica, any translation. They now translate, how I translate in Igbo language. They saw our deities, and they say it's an idol. You see that thing we are calling idol in English is an idol, which is a lie. All these things are fundamental lies which they use in manipulating us till today. Man, today we have seen the reality. We have understood it's not going to be easy. It's not easy at all now, but not impossible. So, as I was saying, Catholic Church, Onitsha people accepted them, gave them land. Say, this Indian Angwa. They make them friends, not because they wanted to be friends, but they want to use them in case if they are having problem. Onisha people accepted them, gave them land, say, oh, this Indian Angwa. They make them friends, not because they wanted to be friends, but they want to use them in case if they are having problem. This Indian Angwa. They make them friends, not because they wanted to be friends, but they want to use them in case if they are having problem from that is the problem we are having. Do you see? Now, when Catholic Anglican came first, for your information, in Onisha. Now, when Rome saw what is happening, they detected that, look, that Onisha people accepted Anglican because they were having problem with Oboshi. Now, you know what they do? Rome sent their own expedition because these people are wise. They say, go to the opponent, which is Obosi, and go and establish. Now, Catholic went to Obosi and they established. Say, you people have. They say, hey, our brother enemies, they have foreigners. We too, you foreigners, you are welcome. Now it become a competition. They gave them land, Catholic Church. Do you see? That is where the manipulation started in Igbo land. Before I kusi good morning, before I ekele Maria, Egypt na grass. That is what we are suffering today, and that is the wisdom we lack. We should fight our brotherly fight and not allow any foreigner to come to side anymore. We join hands and ward off the foreigner and continue our fighting. There was one time. You know, our leader is a wise man. He's an Illuminati. Our leader. He's a wise person. They ask him, they say, but I think by one journalist, you know, this Biafra, you see, South Sudan, they are killing themselves. They have independence, but they are not at peace, so they are killing themselves. So if Biafra comes, don't you think that Igbos will kill themselves? You know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said? He said it's better we kill ourselves than foreigners killing us. Yes. Even if it's good, let us kill ourselves. Let us have independence and kill ourselves. Let us have independence and kill ourselves. It's better. It's better we will finally agree. As brothers, don't you see South Sudan? Haven't they stopped? One of the fastest growing economy. You know, some people think that once you have independence or genuine independence, liberation, now within 10 years, no. It can't. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say we are going to work, build Biafra for 75 years, day and night. How many people will reach that age, that time? It is generations coming that will enjoy the fruit of our labor today. For you to understand it. So they are now if you side the foreigners to eliminate your brother, you yourself, you're a slave. You become a slave. It's what happened to Afonja in Kwara State. When he invited Ottoman Danfodio, the caliphate, the Fulani, to come and help him to kill his brother. That is a king, because he wants to stay on the seat. They told him that, look, you are an infidel now. You people are infidels. Before we come, you must change and become Muslims. And they did. They said, okay. Now the Fulani came and helped them slaughter his brother. And after they turn around to kill him. And they become in charge of Kwara, Ilorin today. They impose their king, Emir. Do you see how foreigners work? Do you see? That is why when you see our people, uniting some people, uniting us in different ways, it is a welcome development. It is better we ourselves, even we fight among ourselves, we kill ourselves, than allowing foreigners to come and side of somebody and kill us. The mistake of Onisha and Oboshi, see it today, is what is following us, harming us today. Before you know, Bishop Shanahan that started translating Bible. Igbo, he never even understand. There are many things they brought from England. Many words that don't have any translation that we didn't have in our land. It's foreign to us. One of them is this Satan. In Igbo cosmology, we didn't have anything we call Satan. Nothing. But they look at one of our deities, they say, that deity that they fear, they say, hey, is that Ekwesu? Oh yeah. Ekwesu, oh, it is here. Now their Bible translation. They hammered it in our head till today. Now we take one of our Igbo deities as the worst, worst of worst, which is not true. Because all our deities, they have everything, all. They have functions. That is our own system, our own tradition. They come with idol. They now say, idol. We start to ask, what is idol? We don't have anything idol. They say, no, this thing is Arosi, is idol. Write it Arosi. But is it Exodus 25? There is a place in the Bible. The Bible God say, mold for me 2 cherubs, hammered gold. That one is not ours. Now you see how smart they are. They say it's angel. Oh, cherubs, 2 cherubim. And they are angels. But when they see, they say it's idol. We didn't have anything idol. It's them that brought idol. This is not what I'm talking about today. But what I'm saying in effect is this. You side the foreigners to kill your brother, thinking that you are doing the right thing, that you want to vindicate. But you don't know you are killing yourself. You don't know that. It's better all of us galvanize and ward off foreigners. Now, even if the foreigners go, we can continue our war. No problem. One time we will be tired. Because we'll be tired and come and negotiate and say, here is no beacon. But for foreigners, they will never leave you. They will subject all of you into slavery. It's what you are suffering. So, a peace. Let me read a bit. Ali Nonyema, chairman of Nigeria's indigenous carrier APs, has berated foreign airlines operating the Nigeria-UK routes for allegedly frustrating and sending APs out of international operations by slashing flight prices on the route. That's it. Because that is the plan. Why should Igbo man own airline that applies the same with colonialists? Why should you put hand there? Talk, I'm saying Igbo man. We don't have government. That's why. We don't have a country that defends our interests. That's it. They themselves, they look at you as Igbo man. Now deal with him. They are the people that even will instigate it. That is why everybody should support what we are doing. IPOB is fighting for our grassroots interests in order to liberate us from this thing. Every time they're shouting, because I'm an Igbo man, look now, they are dealing with me. As long as Nigeria continues, we must continue yelling. That's it. We must continue yelling. They will continue bringing down our big business billionaires, bringing them down. Look at how they promoted Dangote cement at the expense of what is his name? Our brother of cement. Please, can somebody inbox me his name again? I don't know. The name cannot come. As an Igbo man, look at Pat Mazi. What is happening in Abana is what should have happened since 20 years back. Since 20 years back. But they frustrate him. And do you know how many people that have died because of lack of electricity? No, you don't know. Do you know how many people that inhalation of carbon monoxide gas that comes out from a generator killed? Do you know? It kills people every day. But if there is electricity, all these things, generators will technically die off. They will fade off. But you don't know all these things now, do you? That is what we remind you. That is what we always remind you here on Radio Biafra. That is what we always remind you here. I think somebody inboxed me the name Ibeto Cement. Yes, Ibeto Cement. Industrialists that a country should be, encouraging and promoting. But as long as you are an Igbo man in Nigeria, look, the ceiling is your limit. If you want to rise, there is a way you want to rise. They bring you down. They say, "Hey, look at your limit." Oh. Is that what we continue doing? Is that what we shall continue doing? Is that so? Everything we will be begging for it. Yes, I know. You better cement. Yes, I was in there. I've seen it. Many people have inboxed me. Yeah. So, what am I trying to say? It is high time we understand what is happening to us and take precaution. Nigeria is a continuous colonial legacy personified. There is no way you can attain your limit. If we have Biafra, for example, don't you think that somebody like Innocent Motors will go to the grassroots of manufacturing everything? Each pass in a car, it gives thousands. Each pass, even screws, it gives thousands of. It's different companies that manufacture different parts. Now, if you have all this, all these factories everywhere in our land, do you think that youths will have time to go and carry gun to kidnap people? Directly, kidnapping will go. It will become a thing of past because everybody is busy making money. You reach at the age of marriage, 25. You see a 25 years man, he marry and you're working. The wife is working, doing well. Everything is organized. But you will see an Igbo man, 50-something years, he never marry. Don't you see that we are in a hot soup? Don't you know that? Don't you know that? Our capacities are being reduced. Our capacities are limited. Now they are channeling Igbo youths into different things that is not natural to us. Our women are being channeled into prostitution. I could remember when you talk about women going to Italy. Igbo women, no, they are not inside. No, they are. I don't want to mention their name. Oh, they Mana today, when a people loses their women, they lose their dignity. I am telling you honestly. Anyway, how you practically feel ashamed. You be shame even to call yourself. Do you see how gradually Nigeria is redirecting us in a wrong way, so that if not unchecked, it will become our norm, our tradition? It's a poison, but kills gradually. Are you hearing me? Nigeria is a poison. It's a poison that kills gradually. They know what they are doing. The same way they use Christianity, they injected the poison of Christianity. They don't get it. Since 100 and something years. It's today that the thing is taking full effect. People, instead of building factories, people now are building churches as factories. where the product is their adherents contributing money. So, don't you see? Do you see that? Even in the 60s, it was not like this. In the 70s, it was not like this. I could remember even with annual marker in the 80s, it wasn't like this. Church, it wasn't like this. It was at that from that late 80s to 90s that this. But this is a poison they injected right from 100 years plus ago in 1857, if I'm not mistaken. Now we saw it as harmless. Today it is having its full effect. Onye na acquisition na ihe awukwa ihe agbaziri people ogwu anwu. Asị gị no. Na ihe ha jikwa eme arụ. You start wondering, say, what is all this? That is what Nigeria is doing to us. They have channeled us into a path to perdition, because this is what Britain programmed it to be. It's a continuous colonial legacy. You see, our people, many of our people have now turned into beggars. Something that is strange in Igbo land. Igbo man or woman doesn't beg because we are hard working. We never had beggars. Today, and we're back in our land, in villages. Just Agamako na Chotronai. A character that is very, very foreign to us because of Nigeria. For you to understand that if we don't do quick and fortify ourselves and join hands together in order to liberate ourselves, our race will be gone. Whether you are hearing what I'm saying, our race will be gone. Are you hearing me? Our race will be gone. If people that died in the 1960s, Igbo people, at least, they didn't, if you wake them up, if they wake up today, they see the way our people, Igbo land, have become. I'm telling you, they will collapse. They will not believe it that this is our land. Because we were injected with Nigeria as a poison. The continuous colonial legacy is destroying us, but gradually. If we are saying it, some people don't understand because of greed. Because they believe that, as long as they are doing well, that it doesn't matter. Do you see? That is greed. Greed. As long as you are not having no problem, that you are feeding well, that maybe you have one connection and advantage or another in Nigeria, that everybody know that we are not. No, there is no marginalization of anybody, of Igbo man. Can you listen to yourself and tell yourself the truth? We are in a path to perdition. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to revive us, to warn us of that side we are going. It is complete in abyss we are happily entering. That is why we are doing what we are doing today, in order to restore ourselves. Because Nigeria is a colonial legacy personified. I used to say it. It's a colonial legacy. Look at another news headline. The Northern elders, they say, we regret voting Tinubu in 2023. Won't repeat such mistake again. Right, in 2027. Tell me, has there been any administration, Nigeria administration that came, that people didn't regret? Tell me. There has never been. Because what you continue meeting is disappointment upon disappointment. The North is regretting today. But at that time they were using religion. It's a Muslim ticket, they promoted it. But today they are regretting. Tomorrow, it's the same regret. Now, why are we suffering ourselves? That is a crucial question that we should ask ourselves. Why can the North is regretting, the West is suffering, we are agitating. Why can't we agree to disagree and say, okay, This amalgamation is not to our interest. Let us go the way of Malaysia and Singapore. You know, Malaysia and Singapore, they were joined together. They came together. They were joined together in, I think, 1962 or 63. Because they saw it, they miscalculated. They say, oh, to be huge is beautiful. There is strength in diversity, as Britain used to say. So they took that mantra and say, instead of being small, let us form into one huge country. And then, we will fly. And they became one country. Before God and man, that 2 or 3 years they stayed together. Half of the all they continue, just like what is happening into Nigeria. Problem upon problem. War, killing, rioting. This one rise up because they don't have the same value system. That is the basic thing. I don't know where people see this diversity in strength. No, there is no diversity or strength in diversity. There is nothing like that. Any person telling you like that is a criminal. He's deceiving you. Either he is a pure criminal, he's mischievous, or he is ignorant. There must be a concrete, fundamental, basic value that is guiding a country. Are you hearing me? Now, once you have that value that guides you as a country, you can welcome other values, but you give them condition. If they pass some limits, you say, no, remember, we are like this. That's why before you become an American citizen, it doesn't matter whether you are a Hindu, whether you are a Muslim, you will swear allegiance to the Constitution of American Constitution. You swear allegiance. Are you hearing me? You will swear allegiance that what America believes, what their guideline, their constitution is number one priority for you. You relegate your religion, your custom or your tradition that you came with, you relegate it to the background. Are you hearing me? If, for example, like this Muslim fasting, America call up and say, okay, you go to work as you have to no reduction of working hours the working hours is for everybody. In some Muslim countries, in this their Ramadan, they don't work normal time because they consider them, it is their value, it is their right. But in other places, like in a secular place or a Judeo-Christian state like America, they don't care. So you cannot come and start saying, no, I'm a Muslim, so you have to, no, they tell you, get out. Also in Europe, the same thing. So they have Christianity in Europe is an identity. It's not about belief. They took it as their identity. I want people to understand this. This is something that people don't understand. And that is why many people are talking different, mis-talking about it. Christianity in Europe today is regarded as simple identity. It's not about the practicality, but you ask many Europeans, you meet them on the street, you ask them, do you believe in Jesus? They will tell you, say no. But are you a Christian? You say, yes, I'm a Christian. It's my tradition. It's my identity. So, you have been relegated to identity. It has nothing to do with their, belief. It has nothing to do with their social welfare. It has nothing to do, as it has everything to do with everything in Nigeria. I mean, Christianity. Oh, healing is in your church. To get employment, you fast and pray. To look for your daily bread is church. Is Christianity you believe. You read about many Europeans, most of them they have never read the Bible since they were born. But you ask them, they say, yes, I'm a Christian. It's my identity. So that is the difference. You understand? But that thing now, you take it so heavy. Where is your own identity? Where is your own identity? Do you know if you stay with, for example, you ask an Italian, what is your tradition? You say, I'm a Christian. If he asks you, what about you? You say you're a Christian. He can tell you, no. Come on, tell me your tradition. You are not a Christian. Because the way you took it and the way they themselves that brought it is not the same thing. It's just ordinary identity. Your tradition is to identify yourself, nothing more. Ask him anything Jesus said. You not even tell you, say, I beg, forget about that, all those stories. That is nonsense stories. I don't know anything about it. But he's a Christian. So this is a digression. So the northern elders, they are regretting voting Tinubu. We won't repeat such mistake. That is what they are saying. So everybody knows always for crying, not crying. Southwest crying. We agitated. Why can't we come down, and do like Singapore and Malaysia? They resolve their basic problem. They know that if they continue living as one country, that is, advancement will be a fantasy to them. Because they never even organize. They are not organized. They will never be organized. Without organization, without being organized, you can never advance. And you can never be organized if you don't have a basic value system that binds you together as the core value that is driving the country. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? That is the very problem. And the West have seen this. They now use it as a poison. They use it in Nigeria. Nigerianizing everybody. So that we are living as animals. They are mining, harvesting in their farms. I explained to you, or I played the clip of Dr. Njemanzi day before yesterday. How Bill Gates is harvesting organs, paying for hospital. That is, he's doing his own in buying our Nigeria institutions, so that you have no escape route, no escape for you. Everybody torato. Are you hearing me? You sick, you have to go to hospital now. I check it there. On the road, you are swimming, they will come and like what they did in Itoboma. They pay vigilante to come and surround everybody and carry everybody, say you are criminals, as you are enjoying your life in a village stream. So you have no escape route, because we are in Nigeria. And Nigeria is a continuous colonial legacy personified. Are you hearing me? So that is the problem. We are in a huge mess. We are trying to remove ourselves from this nonsense mess, this quagmire that we find ourselves. And that is why we are clamoring for the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. That is the only route to divide, separate Nigeria. Otherwise, all of us are gone. If no Igbo man has, even if you want, be a billionaire, if he doesn't touch you today, it will touch you tomorrow. At that time, you'll be shouted. Do you think that if it's in Biafra land, if we have our nation as Biafra, do you think that Innocent will still be like one for Todikod? Do you think that? He will be, celebrated. His factory will be everywhere. Are you hearing me? So that is what we are fighting for. That is what we are fighting for. Let me go into another news headline. There is this news I want to, because I will soon open my lines, please. Ekiti Governor Oyebanji appoints 110 special assistants 110 special assistants. Very, very ridiculous, isn't it? He appoints 110 special assistants amid the what do you call it? Economic hardship that is hurting everybody. But let me tell you, these 110 special assistants, he's paying them, and each of them maybe have even their own security and budgets. Are you hearing? Do you see how they useless your money? Do you see how they useless it? Because Nigeria is created for this. But United States, Joe Biden has a maximum of 30 advisors. Joe Biden, the most powerful president in the world, maximum of 30 advisors. You know that. But ordinary governor, a governor that should be even riding bicycle, riding train to his office, he has 110, a governor, not a president, 110 special assistants. And you tell me, how can that place, how can it function? Just tell me. Because the politicians are on the rampage, they are relaxed. They are doing anything they want because the people are not together. The highest thing you can do to a people is divide them. Nigerians are divided ethnically, they are divided religiously, but the politicians are together. They are galvanized together, sucking the blood of everybody with the backing of their evil colonizers, which they are agents to them. Are you hearing me? The Europeans, the West. So they back them up. Do you see the mess we are in? We are a governor. We have 110 special assistants. In doing what? What is he working? That is Nigeria for you. I'm just giving you example that Nigeria is not a country. It's just a farmland to Britain. It's just a European farmland where they do anything they want. You rise up, you talk anything, they'll kill you. They'll kill you. Okay. Another news headline. It says, bandits. Sorry. Let me bring it out. Bandits kill 5 persons in fresh attacks as Benue government conducts mass burial for 17 others. Do you see the work of Bill Gates? It's working. When you hear bandits kill, they are destroying farmers, killing farmers and destroying farmlands. It is for a purpose. They want to replenish the farm growers with GMO, genetically modified organism food or organic food. They want to replenish them so that you eat, they will be giving you, you'll be eating and dying. And become non-productive to strangulate and diminish our population. That is the reality. Nigeria is a continuous colonial legacy that we are living in. What I'm telling you is true. So bandits, who are these bandits? Who are sponsoring them? They are there for a cause. But people don't know this. That is a problem. If Nigerians understand this as it should be, they would have risen up. But they don't do. The West is sponsoring them. Do you see what happened in Mali? Do you see what happened in Mali? Why is France? Why do you think that France is furious? because they interrupted their plans. They interrupted the French action and plan as evil colonialists. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So, it is high time we continue supporting, lending our support in this. Sorry. It is high time we continue or we lend our support to this agitation, to this restoration effort. Otherwise, all of us will be losers. I am telling you. That is why when you hear me talking the way I talk against the Onyendu sibling, honestly speaking, it is out of the love I have for IPOB. Because we cannot be wasting our time on all these things, on making sure genuinely. And you see people that are, that are taking us for granted, that we are nothing. That is the same greed that is being used by the West, by foreigners, in order to perpetrate anything they want in our land. Because they must have people that are greedy. They must have willing tools. Willing tools, so the origin of willing tools mostly is out of greed. You don't have your people at heart. That is the thing. Now the West will use you, or they will convert you to their religion, and now they will give you the fake sense of belonging that, oh, you are one of them. They will use you to fight your brother. Who killed Thomas Sankara? He's his closest friend, Blaise Compaoré. That action, that singular action, interrupted the advancement of Burkina Faso since 1985 till today. Burkina Faso should have been even highly advanced. But that singular act of a greedy person, because he wants to be in charge, why should it be this way? They will sell greed to you. The ways how they will bloat your greed. They will come and meet you, say, look, don't you, they will find something one way or the other in order to make you have the satisfaction over your brother. And they will use it against you. That crack they see now, they will turn it into gully. The same hatred, the Kanu siblings, the same hatred, the type of hatred they have on DOS is out of this world. That is why I wonder why. But today they have come back to start professing. It's not that they didn't know these things. They knew it, but they say, remove it from them. Now we shall know how it goes. Do you see it? That is greed. Average black man have not gone out of rescued himself from this type of greed, primitive greed. They have not removed themselves from this type of primitive greed. The Europeans, out of enlightenment, they have removed it. Now the Europeans removed their personal, private, primitive greed, which they had before, more than even Africans. But they remove it and give it to their institution, which is government. And government becomes greedy, highly greedy on their behalf. That is why they are brutal outside. Western governments are brutal outside. Didn't you hear what I said about the problem in Somalia? Why they have pirates? Because of the greediness of the West, the governments. They protect their companies in order to go and loot and exploit outside. People are dying, thousands, millions die. That is not their problem. So you see that it is extreme greed, but that greed is institutional. Because the individual greediness of individual Europeans have been removed and shed and heaped onto their government. So the government carry the greed and go outside. That is why if they are negotiating, they are highly brutal. If they are fighting for anything that concerns their citizens, they are brutal. They don't care about millions dying as victims. They don't care. Are you hearing me? But that type of greed is still in our people. Many of our people. That primitive greed, they never remove it. And it is very bad. This enlightenment is what is going to remove it. Because do not think that you are okay. You are not okay. You are not okay in Nigeria. Anything can happen to you. Your business can be burned to ashes and nothing you can do. How many years now? One is it Romeo motel in Abuja was brought down in broad daylight by caterpillar without nothing, with the whole properties inside. And what happened? He cried, because I'm an evil man. But what happened to it? It's gone. Who knows whether the man is still alive or he have died of heart attack? Who knows? Nothing. So when you say in a mouth, you are just like he's a chicken. The one they didn't kill today, tomorrow they will kill them. That is poultry farm. That is how it is. They will be, feeding you, breeding you, until they know that the time is ripe. If you want to pass certain, they say no. Before we take destroy. They will destroy you. They tell you we made you, we destroy you, and there is not. You cry blood. No person minds you. And you'll be forgotten. That's it. That is why we must always make sure to support what we are doing. This is what we are going to stop. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break, and when I come back, I will open the lines so that our people can also call in. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
Welcome to IP Rapture Media, IPOB Call to Action, Biafrans Return to Farming, Invest in Agriculture. Have you ever paused to question the importance of self-sufficiency in food production? Food self-sufficiency, or the ability of a nation to feed its own people from its own resources, plays a pivotal role in securing a country's future. It's more than just filling our bellies. It's about nourishing our economy, our workforce, and our independence. Imagine being at the mercy of external sources for your daily bread. It's like a constant game of tug-of-war at where your sustenance is the rope. Any moment the balance could tip and you'd be left scrambling for resources. This reliance could pose potential threats to national security and economic stability. Outsourcing our food needs puts us in a vulnerable position, susceptible to price hikes, supply chain disruptions, or even political manipulations. But let's flip the coin and look at the benefits of self-sufficiency in food production. Firstly, it empowers our economy. When we invest in agriculture, we're not just planting seeds in the soil, we're sowing the seeds of economic growth. The farm-to-table journey involves many hands, from farmers to transporters, from retailers to restaurateurs. Each link in this chain represents a job, a livelihood, a boost to our economy. Secondly, it ensures food security. By growing our own food, we can control the quality and quantity of our produce. We're also less likely to experience food shortages, ensuring that no one in our community goes to bed hungry. Lastly, it promotes sustainability. Agriculture done right can be a tool for environmental conservation, preserving our land's fertility for future generations. So you see, self-sufficiency in food production is not just a matter of pride, it's a matter of survival, of economic prosperity, and of national security. Understanding the importance of food self-sufficiency sets the stage for our discussion on the call to action from IPOB. Recently, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, called on Biafrans to return to farming and invest heavily in agriculture. This is not just a call to action, but a clarion call for survival and self-sufficiency. The world is on the brink of a food crisis, and Nigeria is no exception. An impending famine looms large, threatening to cast a dark shadow over the land. But here's the thing. Biafrans are not destined to be victims, but victors. IPOB, led by the indomitable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believes that Biafra has the means and the fertile lands to avert this impending danger. This call to action isn't just about planting seeds in the ground, but planting seeds of hope, resilience, and self-reliance. And it's not just about farming. It's about creating an entire ecosystem that supports agriculture, from cash crops to animal husbandry. It's about building agricultural cottage industries that process and preserve agricultural products for export, turning Biafra into a powerhouse of agricultural productivity. So where do you come in? IPOB is appealing to all Biafrans philanthropists to support farmers in their communities. But this support doesn't only mean giving temporary food items. It means providing seedlings and other farming implements. It means encouraging and supporting farmers to go back to farming, to go back to the land that once provided for us all. And it's not just about the present, but about the future. IPOB is urging Biafrans to invest in agricultural research centers. Why? Because quality research and development is key to growing our native food products efficiently and sustainably. It's about learning how to fish, not just buying fish to eat. This call to action is not just about investing in agriculture, but also about investing in the future of Biafrans. It's about securing our food supply, about ensuring we are not left vulnerable. It's about taking control of our destiny, one seed at a time. Because at the end of the day, a nation that can feed itself is a nation that can stand tall and strong no matter what comes its way. IPOB is not just calling for action, but also taking tangible steps to promote agriculture in Biafra. The indigenous people of Biafrans, or IPOB, is not simply sounding the horn for agricultural investment, but it's also actively participating in the drive. A key aspect of its involvement is the provision of high-quality seedlings to selected farmers for the planting season. By doing so, IPOB directly incentivizes farming, providing the necessary tools that allow farmers to produce bountiful and healthy crops. But the commitment of IPOB to agriculture doesn't stop at seed distribution. It is also deeply involved in securing farmlands against potential threats. The Eastern Security Network, or ESN, an arm of IPOB, is instrumental in this security effort. They have made significant strides in protecting our forests, bushes and farmlands from the threat of marauding herdsmen. The ESN's role is not just about physical protection. It's about creating a safe and conducive environment for farmers to cultivate their crops without fear. It's about ensuring that the hard work of our farmers is not destroyed.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinede from Alo province of Biafra land. And we are here live and direct. Today is the 10th day of April 2024. Therefore, our lines are now open. You can call us as usual. I know that many people are watching, European Champions League. I know that. But nonetheless, we will never stop. We will never allow anything to make us stop what we are doing. No. We must continue. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. You can call us and give us your view as usual, because what we are saying is that we have to make haste while the sun shines. What we can never afford to leave what we are doing. I am telling you honestly, we can never afford to allow IPOB to rot. It's impossible, because this is our life. For your information, this struggle, IPOB, remains our life. Without IPOB, we are all gone. What I'm telling you is the reality. So, we must support what we are doing in one way or the other. Any way you can, we must support what we are doing. Therefore, let us not allow sentiment to take an overall charge of our sense of reasoning. I have calls that are coming. Let me see.
daalụ nwa Chineke Mazi Amechi onye ọkụ na-agba ụlọ ya anaghị achị oke. The reason I say so bụ start wasting time because just two things. But the page facing and somebody made a comment. No, department. Has been so patient. Maka anyị maka mchawa bụ na ihe a dịrọ eme mistake ga onye ndu atụ onye ndu for restoration we go back this backwards. Ọ ga-adị anyị difficult. Ọ ga-destabilize anyị so much. So the best thing now bụ I got immediately codedly. Only as more than the possible. The guy should not need the all the possible. Since she take na ESN, no branch of them. Gana chawazu only put use or akutuwe because we have a life of over 70 million people, close to 100 million. Now, coming back to for that man to come out, Tumbo, there's somebody calling Tumbo lawyer, to come out and say they were a secret camera. And for even coming out to say, in fact, he implicated himself by saying accelerated hearing and free hearing. So which means he is still discrediting the effort of Ozekome and Ejiofor and discrediting the position of IPOB. And he is still propagating, he is still wanting a continuous trial. Now, the thing that Okoroge Nonu of Patana lamenting on Facebook. Initially, I was advocating for the original legal team, where that program, where the legal battle again. But if it is not possible, I consider him a can you department a video because ebido n'oge ngwa na-ere ọdachi ọ bụrụ na ya emere ya nkịta ha eme mistake kwuru na-asọ Nnamdi Kanu na ha akụgiri mkpụrụ ọka anyị chaghị apata ahụ ihe ahụ udo dịrị gị maazị.
What I said before, that is my position, my own position. That you see, this generation, we will start doing something that is that have never been done in Igbo. You know, we have weak points, and the weak point is sentiment. You know, we are the only people that we use yesterday to justify the evil of somebody today. I hope you heard me well. We used to use yesterday, in order to justify somebody's goodness yesterday, in order to justify his evil today. No, leave him now. You don't know, say, nah, his brother be this now. Oh, now, you know how he suffered the last 2 years. See. But what is his position today? That is the issue. So, that thing has been deceiving us. It's sentimental. I am telling you. Bagara. And one of the factors that brought this is the religion we are in. Na gbagara hey okwo megokwa say onye nabata confess mehie owuru onye kere ohuru. We carry that type of useless mantra enter into our political living, our collective living. When I talk about political living, that is collectivity. Whereas it's not so. There is never any forgiveness. Crime is never forgiven. Are you hearing me? The only forgiveness is giving the equal and measured punishment that it desired or it deserves. That is the forgiveness. Caller on WhatsApp. Go on, Mazi. Mazi Joe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi. Good evening, sir. Mazi, I'm going to chip in from the the audio you played the other day about the doctor. You know, after listening to everything, I was destabilized because the level of conspiracy against us, especially in Igbo, in Africa, or rather the world, is so existential. Is it our race, our Igbo race is, they are trying to eliminate us, and some people are toying with the lives of over 70 million people. The only person that we have right now that can talk for us is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been able to galvanize the required synergy for us to fight for our independence. But his brothers and that kangaroo lawyer have been trying to, manipulate monies, and what they are doing is a sacrilege against the people that have stood in defense of their our brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that have died, that have taken the bullets for him. In the process, he has lost his parents. Their parents are dead, and they are still conniving with the people that killed their parents. Are they not ashamed of themselves? Are they not ashamed? Whatever, we pray nothing happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they should go back to read about the French Revolution. The guillotine will be gladly waiting for all of them. The guillotine will be waiting for them. They should go and read it about the French Revolution. What happened to the king and his wife? Just because of bread. Just because of bread. It changed the life of the French people. And from there, it changed the life of the European continent. Even of the
Mazi, let me, as you mentioned bread, let me say something there, please. Just pause 1 second.
Yes.
Do you know that you can increase anything in some countries, but you don't dare touch bread, the price of bread, ordinary bread.
Yes.
Because that is what ordinary people, whether street dwellers or any ordinary people, that is their life. You don't dare touch.
Yes, you're right.
But in Nigeria, they don't know this thing. What they care for. Price of a car have risen. Other countries, most other countries can leave you even if you increase the price of cow Price of iron to rod to build her, no problem for them. But don't ever touch the price. You see that bread? That bread, it brings revolution everywhere. Because the people are alive. The people are living. Mazi, go on.
Yes. Mazi, do you know that this bread we're talking about, you know that in North Africa, there's a bread they call omza. That bread they make it's long. There's no sugar, just bread, flour.
Mazi, omza is the name of bread in Arabic.
Yes,
omza.
They
bread in Arabic.
They value that bread. They value that bread.
Mazi, you don't dare eat bread and even some pieces fall from your hand. And you leave it or you throw some pieces. An Arab person ready to slap you. You will go and pick all those pieces.
Mazi.
They don't waste. They can waste any other thing but bread. go.
Never. They can never. Mazi. So you know, I think you see. In fact, Mazi, you see these Europeans, especially the French and the British, what they have done to Africans. But there's something that you always say. This Renaissance, this period, this period is a knowledge period. Anybody that refuses to learn, to know, not this nonsense, I believe. Nobody. Mazi, do you know that these Europeans, anything believed, they have thrown it away. They are dealing with knowledge. They want to know. They want to leave this earth. They want to move to Mars. They want to go to the outer planets to go and be living and leave this earth that they have destroyed with all their chemicals. But we are still living in a stone age. We are still living in a period where we don't know that this time is the period of knowledge to know. But Mazi, you see this period, what is happening in Africa right now is going to be a shock to the whole world, because they are everybody is going to come to Biafra to seek for blessings of Biafrans. It will come. Mazi Nnamdi will not die. He will not die. Nothing will happen to him. Thank you, Mazi.
There were Mazi. There were. That is it. We must continue. This is the time of the era of knowing, not belief. And that is why knowledge is increasing. When you seek for knowledge, you get it. Technology is knowledge. Oh, you believe. You are still in the olden primitive time of belief. The era of belief has come. The era of belief has come. Caller on what's up, Mazi Chukwu. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Jonathan. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
Thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel, and I'm speaking from my location. Thank you once again, as always. I greet my leader, and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who set up this platform to expose so many evil that was hidden under the roof of heaven. I greet you once again. Yes, you talk about Northern Elders' statement against Tinubu government. You see, why I love these people is that they have wise leaders. People who understand the game in Nigeria. If you think about Ahmadu Bello, Awolowo, and Azikiwe during their time, Ahmadu Bello said in one of his clips that when he come to Nigeria 1952, he saw that their people are not taking their responsibility, and he take time to make sure he fix their people in all the important positions. This is very important. He makes sure that he put his people in all the important positions. And in that statement, he also said, he talked about Igbo people are domineering on that very thing. That very statement he made is wrong. He said if you put Igbo man in a liberal camp, within a year, he will march as a head in that camp. That is not domineering, that is hard work. Because before you be promoted in a place you are working, it must be that that person is a hard-working human being. He made so many revolutions on that statement, which I cannot be able to complete now. Maybe next time, if you find the tape, you can put it so that you see what happened. Then Awolowo, in his own side, gave free education to the West. Free education. So many families that have no money to train their children in school, Awolowo give free education. But in the side of Igbo, Azikiwe did nothing. Azikiwe did nothing. All these three statesmen during their time, if they will come out now, I mean Awolowo and Azikiwe by now, they will be weeping for being saying that they are Nigerian. That is why some time ago I made some statements, said maybe some people don't understand, or when we are talking, some people have no different understanding. I said some time ago that in Igbo land, when somebody died and the living people came up and see mistake the dead man has made, they will not go continue blaming the dead man. They will come together and find a way to solve that problem the dead group which have died made, and they put it in order so that the incoming generation will not continue suffering for that very mistake. That is what I said. Some people start to say one thing or the other that last time when I talk on this radio, because I think very well before I take phone to speak. Azikiwe made a serious mistake of his life. There is no benefit we get from Azikiwe, from the Igbo race. Nothing. There's nothing we can say that Azikiwe did when he's alive. He's just making a noise. Talking about Azik of Africa. Making noise all over the whole place without nothing. But we cannot continue wasting the whole time on him. Then these people who are here now, like Peter beat them, like all these stupid and foolish people, like Emmanuel Wiwanya, them. Up to today, we have no leader in the East. Up to today, we have no leader in the East. If we have leaders, we will not be in this condition we find ourselves in Nigeria. Never. Look at what happened in Lagos and what is continuing happening. is lack of leadership. Nobody is talking to defend their people, except Nnamdi Kanu, except the IPOB. We have no leader, and this will continue. If you cannot find a way to have a leader to condemn these evil people we call Ohanezendi, if you fail to find a people to change this group of people, we will find it difficult to help IPOB to see that we get out of this problem we find ourselves. All these people who are fighting these movements, they don't know what they are doing, because the hatred of Igbo man will be double from now. It will be more worse than before. And they will look at Igbo man as the most stupid people on the earth, in the whole world. Because there is no group of people or race will continue behaving like this. How many times something will happen to Igbo race, they will go back and think and see this is enough. Let us join together and fight so that our race will not continue to be foolish as this. Not cause all this foolishness, religion. Because we cannot talk anything in Igbo without religion. That's why any place you open church, Yoruba see that Igbo people are so stupid, they continue opening church. If you go to any church of Yoruba people, you will see Igbo 80%. For them to come and support your DOS and IPOB to save their lives and unborn generation, they will continue saying one thing or another, claiming they are going to help. How foolish these people are. It's a pity that up to today, Igbo people cannot see what their problem is all about. Religion has destroyed Igbo, completely destroyed. Nnamdi Kanu set up this platform to expose so many evil that you cannot hear anywhere in the whole world. But to still, those people who are supposed to learn from this platform are so much stupid that they cannot learn up to this stage of Nigeria. You will see this statement that man made, this Northern Elder, they will start now working. They will go and look for one stupid man in the Igbo land and set up another, maybe a new party or something to use to continue their own Nigeria. Nigeria is made for evil satanic group of people. These people you say they are Christian, they are religious people, are the worst thing that happened to Africa, to Nigeria. You see all these people you call bishop, archbishop, daddy GO, these criminals, they don't want Nigeria to separate because they are making money in Nigeria because they saw that Nigerian people are stupid and they are using them, doing what they are doing. If people try to wake up, they will say, go and pray. That God will do that. Which country of the whole world that God are managing, are building factory, building road, building everything like other country of the whole world, except Nigeria. Nigeria. I don't know what will save Igbo man from Nigeria. Ojukwu try so much. Azikiwe fight Ojukwu. English people say, first fool not be fool. Second fool are proper foolish. This time around, if you cannot take all the whole step to save unborn generation, it is going to be terrible. Let me stop here for today. Chukwu Kabiama will be the strength of DOS. Let them work hard to make sure we get from bondage in the name of Nigeria. We have no leader. Thank you and God bless you.
There were Mazi Chukwu Ododrege. I think this is where I'm going to stop, because as I know that people are busy. I know that. I understand. So, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we must continue in this quest. I am telling you, this quest for the restoration of Biafra is our life. We will never allow any imbecile in order to joke with this quest for the freedom of Biafra. Because we have tried Nigeria. We have tried to live like Nigerians. But it is impossible, because it is not our organic nature. It is a British farmland. That is why we are trying to quit from that abominable contraption, because it is a continuous colonial legacy personified. In it, we have no future. In Nigeria, we have no future. You know, right from time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been soliciting, asking for people to come on a public debate, to debate him, in order to leave or convince him to leave the agitation. Convince him, that Nigeria is the best for us. But none came. Nobody came. Nobody came forward. And also, it's the same thing we have been, personally, I've been trying to ask people, religious believers, in order to come on public debate, so that you convince me, a civilized debate, why you think that religion is not our problem. These are very common things, but they don't come up, because that is a problem. They don't engage in debate. They don't like. The same way Nigerians don't like to engage in debate, to talk about Nigeria. They tell you that we are already found ourselves there, let us be there. It's the same like religion. No, believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. And if they know that if really that system is working, we shouldn't even be Christians in the first place, because Europeans should have believed what they believe and leave us alone. We believe what we believe and be what we are. So, I draw correlation between the two. I'm telling you. We must continue in making sure, please, people are calling and no more picking calls, because it is too late for you. Please. We must continue in making sure that Biafra is restored. We are not in this struggle because it is an easy task. No, it is the hardest job, because many interests are at stake for the West, for the evil colonialists. For your information, they are looting our natural resources in our land. They are harvesting our organs unchallenged through the Nigerian government. Nigerian government approved that, that Nigerian people's organs should be collected without their consent. So that is why Biget has bought the federal. When you hear teaching hospital, Abuja teaching hospital, they have been bought by Biget. Where they are heading to, the remaining is the private ones. That is why where they were heading, or they are heading to now. with the tacit approval of Nigeria. So that is the problem. So when you talk about Nigeria, you have to understand that Nigeria is the graveyard of Biafrans. This is why we are trying our best in order to make sure that we remove ourselves from that evil and abominable contraption called Nigeria. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is who we are, is our everything, our identity. Therefore, we continue making sure that this restoration will never stop until we enter our goal, which is Biafra. Any person that becomes an impediment to it, we bulldoze him or her down. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Welcome to IPOB Media. IPOB call to action. Biafrans return to farming. Invest in
From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Welcome to IPOB Media. IPOB call to action. Biafrans return to farming. Invest in
I will talk about our being at alert, because this is time of being at alert. N'ihi na onye ndị iro gbara gburugburu na-echekwa ndụ ya nche. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers. Even your enemies, do not deny them listening to this. Hello, the platform, please. Today is the 31st day. The 31st day of January 2024. I was on air yesterday, but unfortunately, our community radio was having some issues, so I couldn't continue. Therefore, I invite each and every one of you to draw nearer to your listening devices. You can be listening to us via our satellite, or via satellite, please, because we are connected to satellite. Free to air satellite, you can be hearing our voice. Also, our IPOB community radio is up and running. It is a very low data consuming application. Therefore, you should download the application. Do not only use your phone, your smartphone, to be watching content creation and all whatnot. That thing you are carrying in your hand is just the whole world you are carrying in your hand. Only if you can know. If you have internet connectivity, you can be hearing our voice also from Biafra Television, Biafra Digest, Radio Biafra House of Service, IPOB Rapture Media, and all myriads of them, myriads of platforms. Just ask Google, how can I listen to Radio Biafra London? And you will be given multiple choices. Therefore, you have no excuse not to listen to this gospel, because all Zioma Chineke ka anyị na-ezi ebe a. Forget what they call gospel. This is the real gospel we are preaching. The gospel of liberation, both mental and physical liberation. Yeah. The gospel of the gospel of knowledge, not a gospel of belief, please. Gospel of knowing, knowledge. Because our ancestors, they struggled to know. They don't believe. Not knowledge, because knowledge is power. That is what we preach here. And that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started by telling us, touching the mindset, the mentality of black people, that the way black people reason is fundamentally flawed, and that is why we are lacking behind as black race, as Africans. When I researched about this and I found out that it's the truth. Your advancement is the way you reason. Your backwardness is the way you reason. That is it. And that is what IPOB has tried to change. To change the way we reason. For us to reason like real human beings. You understand? That is what IPOB stands for. Therefore, today, before I go on, I will love to touch some news headlines, because my submission today or discussion is going to be, it will be as brief as possible. It will be as brief as possible. We are live and direct. For people that are asking whether this is live, we are live and direct. Today is the 31st day of January 2024. For you to understand that we are live and direct. Therefore, join us or log in to listen onto this hallowed platform, Radio Biafra London, House of Service. You don't, you can't afford to miss it. Let me go into some news headlines. One of the okay, before I enter into the news headlines, please let me also talk about this, about what the zoo is planning, what the Nigerian intelligence or intelligence service, what they are trying to do. I used to say it that the best thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did is to open up our brains, to make this struggle, to, make the pillar of this struggle to be those that are outside. I am telling you. To make sure to gather us together as one family. From east, west, north, south of this world. When I say this, some people don't understand. This struggle, those at home in the wider zoo in Biafra land, you are there doing your job. You are there for us, as Mazi Kereoreke used to say. I want one outside. No. That is how it is. That's why, when you check it, IPOB is indestructible. We are proud to say this. Because before the zoo makes a plan, we do understand where they are heading to. Let me just talk about this exposed plan of the zoo in order to put confusion in our midst. Because that is, what or chess canals. It's just like chess. Itienka. He hear the rook. Or you allow him. So he come. But you are targeting to give a death blow to the king or to the king. That is it. Chess game kaina hazo. Nigeria na behind ele. I na so kon na watch. That is it. Auche. You understand? You know what they want to do? They want to cause confusion and give us job. You know, just as you know, Biafrans and all of us of freedom, we must all rise up against this evil plan. There is a heavy plan by some Igbo politicians to assassinate Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and one of the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to throw more crisis into the Biafra struggle. Are you hearing me? They plan to, this is intelligent game. So that when they do it, you see, they will also come out using their agents to start accusing. Oh, thereby leaving out the cause, the focus. And they will be outside watching, laughing, that they have thrown us into chaos. I know so that you understand their plans, so that you be at alert. That is why I'm going to talk about alertness, being at alert in this struggle. The time has come for us to be at alert 24/7. Because do you understand what it means for Nigerian government to come out to say that they have spent close to $1 billion, B like Bible, $1 billion in order to destroy IPOB, and IPOB refused to die. A government, do you know what a country can be? Do you know how powerful a country is? They spent close to $1 billion so far, as of that time, in order to destroy IPOB. And here we are waxing more stronger. Waxing stronger and stronger. They can go at any length in order to make sure that they destroy IPOB. I will talk about it. That is why the time has come for every IPOB family member to be at alert. Every Biafran should be at alert. Completely at alert. No more only your eyes, all your senses to be at alert. Because the time is evil. These plans have been concluded, and the plan is supposed to be carried out before the end of the month or the year. I don't know. Before the end of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court trial. Okay. This plan is to throw more chaos into the Biafra struggle, and accusing fingers will be pointed against the leadership, claiming that IPOB are into crisis. Are you hearing it? The Nigerian government will do the job. Just like, have you forgotten what is the name of this man that was being killed by Hope Uzodinma? This Hausa man, what is his name again? Please let somebody inbox me the name. The Hausa man that was killed in Imo. He did the job. They remove an opposition, and immediately Hope Uzodinma came and point and say is a. Why did I forget this name? Why do I forget the name of this guy, this man? So for you to understand the extent they could go in order to make sure that IPOB is destroyed, but we know. We are calling on IPOB principal officers to be very, very high at alert. To be very, very, yes, Ahmed Gulak. Thank you, Mazi. Ahmed Gulak. That was the sacrificial lamb in order to blackmail IPOB. The first one, or one of the first sacrificial lambs by the Supreme Court governor in order to blackmail IPOB. Ahmed Gulak. They killed him and they pinned it to IPOB. Oh, is this ESN? Before you know, they rounded up some people and brought some people from prison and promised them that they should say this after they will leave them. And they start saying, oh, it's IPOB, we are IPOB. They say they have arrested them. Do you understand the power of a government? Do you understand? They can arrange anything. Are you understanding me? Yes, I mean Gulag, yes. Yes, I've seen it. They can arrange anything. Anything, because they have a limitless, governments have limitless powers. But when it comes to IPOB, they are the jamrock. They want to assassinate Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, our barrister, our fine barrister. And on the other hand, one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's siblings will be assassinated. And there will be people will be shouting, oh, it's IPO, it's China Sanworu, it's IPOB DOS. Because that is so, have you forgotten? The DOS, so have you forgotten? Some people that will come, that will say they have proof. With authority. They are talking it, they have proof. And finally, they revealed their proof that Elohim revealed to them. They saw it in the dream. Sometimes I say how foolish our people could be. I am telling you. You are just, following somebody on facts, thinking that he's a human being. Oh, I have proof. Yes, I will reveal it tomorrow. Tomorrow, he say, the proof I have is, I saw it in the dream. Elohim told me. So that's why I know that the DOS sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Have you forgotten that part? Maybe as a 15 minutes people now, you can forget. So, this is what they want to do. The Nigerian government is desperate. They are desperate because Nigeria is falling apart. They are just watching them in order to crumble. You understand? And it's happening in our presence. It's happening. So, what they want to do, they want to give you something to talk about. Because they know that you are meant to gossip. Little minds discuss people. Everything is in the adages, in proverbs. But do you understand it? When 2 or 3 people gather together, just watch them. Watch the type of human beings, their capacity, their mental capacity. It's about what they discuss, their discussion. You see our people, they will gather together. What they discuss is people. Now, okay, sekwa. Okay, akwụsị. Chidimma asị. Onye nke asị. Onye nke ajikureme. When you look at them, if you come there, you look at them, you listen to them 1 minute, go your way. Because they are little minds. They are babies, little minds. Are you hearing me? Because advanced mindsets discuss theories, discuss facts and figures. It discuss issues that concerns human development and advancement. You stir up an argument, a debate that will profit everybody, for people to learn. When you are in that group, you see 2 or 3 people doing that, you enter there and listen. If you don't know what to even talk to add to that discussion, you listen. Because there are some people, only what they know is talking about this person do this gossip. So when they come to this type of advanced mindset, they don't enjoy it. Because they don't nothing to contribute, they will go. The same way you, an advanced mindset, if you go where they are discussing only events, as average man, Manchester, Man U, but they know the whole footballers Manchester United bought since 1904. They know who Chelsea is going to play with in the next 10 years. When you look at them, because even personally, all this, once I come, I listen to you argue, I go my way. You will not hear me say, Kpem. Because what am I going to talk? If I stir up an argument, a debate, you will not, people, you will run away because you will not, it will not make sense to you. You understand? So that is how you know the mentality of people, the way, what they are talking about. Mostly what they love talking about. Now from there you read their mentality. That is it. So, the Sokoto Caliphate, through their intelligence, the DSS, they want to put IPOB into confusion so that we continue fighting ourselves. No, why should you do is people will start inventing. Even you will see people, they will pay so-called men of God or men of dog. Some of them, in order to reveal who did it. Some don't know, some of them that didn't know what the DOS even stand for, they will come and say, it's DOS. I got a vision from heaven. You know, sometimes even you will get away to watch, honestly speaking, because of things that things that are happening. They want to assassinate our barrister and also go the other side and kill one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sibling. Now come, Jacko is you used to see how the Fulani used to do. If they come to a community, if there is a little land or little crisis, just little crisis, little misunderstanding, communal misunderstanding, either for land or anything, they will go and increase the tempo. The Fulani, they will come and support one to go and attack the other. They will even disguise as those people, go and attack the other. And disguise as this B to go and attack A. And jam their heads together. That is what the Nigerian government wants to do. So that they will give you little mind. You that is not mature enough to carry propaganda. Because when I listen to some people, you know, I used to say it. This struggle made me to understand that our people want to hear him. Honestly. No, naturally. Well, we just have talent, natural talent. And done the natural talent and nothing more. When it comes to, politics, living as a people, no, I want to hear him. I want to hear him. Because it baffles me. How on earth somebody that is not a member of that was not a member of IPOB, all of a sudden, he, as an usurper, a profiter, he now come, not only that he didn't say he want to join or he joined as an ordinary member. No. He is the leader. And the people will follow him. Oh, Chineke. There is something wrong. People follow him, started supporting him. And now you are seeing people say, no, he deceives us. That nonsense. Where were you when he was deceiving you? Where was your brain? No, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say we should listen to him. Oh, is he the only person he say you should listen to? Did he tell you to give to take instruction from him? That's no wonder. Oh, you both come and use our head to do to Mankasa, turn us against our ancestors. I know when they defend the Yubo ancestors. They defend the ancestors in the Ocha. No wonder. Very easy. Now condemn our own with the utmost alacrity. When you can all of a sudden change immediately, now who's in the bar say, what is happening? No, nya. He say, what is happening? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu preached for 10 years. So you didn't learn nothing. Excuse me, let me take a sip. So as I was saying, Mazi Chinas Amorui came in his next broadcast in order to shed more light on this issue. But we must be at alert. Completely at alert. Omuibo, Moronanya. The days are evil. Are you hearing me? The days are evil. That is the only thing I would say before I continue. Now, let me talk on another thing. A story about the landlord in Anambra refunding somebody's rent, preventing him from living in his house just because he's from one place in Igbo land. This thing is something that is unfathomable. We must condemn evil. Evil is evil. Are you hearing me? You know, when we castigate our people in the coastal region that they answer Niger Delta, they answer this. But before you remove the grain of sand in your neighbor's eyes, please. There is a log of wood in your own eyes. You never remove it. I used to say it. We that used to castigate, I'm a data, I'm not Igbo, I'm a Bayasan, I'm this. But you are profiling your brother, aren't you? Because of where he come from. There is this mentality that is foreign to us. And there is this mentality that our enemies are trying to force into our brains, profiling each other. This is one thing take away from Nigeria. You know what we learn, and all these things is what we are trying to do. What to annihilate from our mentality. Are you hearing me? That is why we always say going back to our roots. People don't understand what it means. When we talk about going back to it, is only our roots that make us as one people that we are. You don't see your brother as this or that, as Anambra or Imo. You see your brother as your brother. Are you hearing me? Just 1 second. So, sorry, I regulated something at the background, but we must continue. So, as I was saying, this clanism, you know, we have discussed it. I brought it up here, which I brought some people to discuss it with me. Clanism. in our land. You know what is clanism? It is not tribalism, no, clanism. You know, tribalism is maybe when you are discriminating because he is from another tribe or race. From, you know, Hausa or Yoruba, or because he's Igbo, or he's Kanuri, or he's Swahili. You know, these are tribes. Or is because he's a Portuguese, because he's a tribe also. He's a Spanish, he's a tribe also. Don't mind how they talk it, make it a nation, because tribes, we are nations. So, this one is clanism, clan. The same tribe, but now we have different clans, like in our land, in Igbo land. We have different clans. We have Olo clan. We have a Ikwere clan. We have a Omambala clan. We have Okigwe clan. Are you hearing me? Enugu clan. On the Wawa. On the, you know, but we are one people. So, why this clanism? Ungwa clan. Do you see the danger in Nigerian politics? What very dangerous game. Because tribalism is allowed in Nigerian politics. So they bring it in our own. For example, if a governor during governorship election or campaign, they use clanism. Now I want the olo vote kwere na onye nke ono hapukwa na ndi ozo a hapukwa na ndi okigwe on ndi owera. Do you see? That is clanism, and it's very dangerous, very deadly. It divides the people. IPOB, we are one family. So, any person that is a landlord or a tenant, you don't want to live here because somebody, an Igbo man from so place, you profile the person. Oh, this is evil. You know, if Biafra comes, normally, you know, we are going to do what Paul Kagame did. Now, you know what Paul Kagame did now? They promulgated into law any person that talks to his fellow Rwandan as a Hutu. This man na Hutu. If, as long, he will be arrested and he will face jail time. That one is even tribe. If Biafra comes, we are going to promulgate this into law in order to punish any clannish individual, any clannish person. Like what I saw somebody talked, what he experienced. That he rented a house and he paid for everything. Now, if any person ever talks about or discriminates against his brother because of maybe the village, the community he come from, that there will be a law against that. The person will be arrested and made to be punished, suffer jail time for it. You know, these are things that are put in place, or that should be put in place for a country, for a nation to advance. But in Nigeria, discrimination, tribalism is official. It's allowed completely. Even during election time. Don't you see the way Nigerian politicians do? Oh, don't vote to this man, Igbo man. He's only, openly. This is what our people are learning from Nigeria. You know, I said it. I always say it. That when Biafra come, there will be an institution for the Nigerianization of our people. Because our people, we have learned many bad things in Nigeria. I am telling you. I call it the Nigerianization of our people. Because you cannot give your house to somebody. You paid. The person paid and packing, and after you found out that they come from a particular place in Igbo land. And you say, no, I cannot give my house to these people. And you refunded his money. Normally, that landlord should be penalized, arrested and penalized. But we in Nigeria that even they allow it. It's allowed. Do you see what is real demarcation? Bringing separations of our people. You see it? Religion sheba ya burupata. Everything is working against us in Nigeria. I say everything. Everything. You call your brother an unbeliever. Your brother, because he's not going the same denomination with you. People who come to marry from your family say, no, you start inquiring, which church is he going? Is he from choosing? No, he say, no, I cannot marry. You know, well, when some people are talking about, division of our people, how do you classify this? What do you call this? Whereas we are trying to make sure that our people remove, you see yourself first, you see yourself as brothers. not which church you are going, which religion you, no. That's why we make Biafra our religion. Are you hearing me? So some people that are saying that, oh no, don't bring disunity. We have thousands of disunity in our land already. We are trying to bring our people together. That's why we say going back to our roots. Because religion divided us into piecemeals. Religion divided us into piecemeals. What we are preaching is for us to come back to who we are. Disregard what denomination, what did this person believe. No. What matters is na okwineri ofe egusi. Na iwo ka for onye Igbo ka ewo. Finish. You are Efion. Oh, Nebibio. You're Biafran. Finish. Nothing more. You are my brother. Not going to inquire, if I say, is it, how do they say, Shabbat Shalom? He didn't reply. Shalom. He didn't reply. I said, Jew, is it a Gentile? No, he's a Gentile. What is more divisive than all this? Please. I need somebody to maybe later call and tell me what is more divisive than this. When you see me, you salute me. Shabbat Shalom. I didn't answer you. I say, na kekwen ebolachi. Give some Shabbat Shalom. Msege ebolachi kekwen. You change your face and move on. Say, nah, this man, on you too. What is more division than this, please? What is more division than this? That is what this landlord is expediting. That is what is playing. If it's Biafra, we are in Biafra. I'm telling you, this man should be arrested and sentenced to prison time. Because it's profiling. We don't want this. Normally, there should be panel in any community. Any person that suffer this type of thing should go to that panel. All these things are little by little. We establish them. In order to punish the offender. Because we are one people. It doesn't matter that maybe somebody committed a crime. You see people commit crime, maybe from Allah. Now you say, the kidnappers. How dare you? You don't do that. Oh, Ndioka, because you catch one person, two people from Oka, they committed one crime. Now you profile everybody that all of them are criminals. You don't do that. Never. You don't do that. Even what we are talking about, the Fulani, we are not talking about ordinary Fulani, for your information. We are talking about the Fulani jihadists and their leaders, their elites that are supporting them. You understand? Ordinary Fulani person, we have no problem with the full ordinary Fulani that is going around his normal business. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We have no problem. But those people that are being used, Fulani headsmen, that are being used as objects or weapons of conquest, these are people that we have issues with. Those their elites, the caliphate emirs that are giving secret orders in order for the people to commit crimes. These are the people we are against or we are fighting. Not the ordinary Fulani that is going about his normal business, doing his thing. No problem. We don't have problem with you because we are not tribalists. We are not ethnic jingois. You understand? So, that is it. Now, before I read the press release of today, IPOB press release of today, because it corresponds with what I want to also say, I will go just few news headlines. Few news headlines. But before I go into, just allow me just few seconds in order to regulate something, please. Do not go away. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 31st day of January 2024. Therefore, we must continue preaching the gospel. As I was saying, let me go into just few news headlines. Landmine by Boko Haram terrorists kills 12 persons in Borno. Landmines by Boko Haram kills 12 persons in Borno State. Are you hearing me? Boko Haram is placing landmine. They have been fighting Boko Haram, I think, since 2000. How many years today? 24 years today. And Nigeria cannot defeat Boko Haram. You know, is it Abacha, Sani Abacha? He said that if there is any crisis, any rebellion in a country or any armed conflict that the government cannot put to a stop in 48 hours, which means the government is accomplished. Are you hearing it? The Biafra war lasted for only 2.5 years. Are you hearing it? And Biafra was defeated by the whole Nigerian army and all. They mustered all their might. But Boko Haram has been there since 2000 till today, 24 years. Nothing. They are lavishing the lives of people, mostly Southerners. Southern military. Southerners in the military, in the Nigerian military. They'll carry them, go and set them up, and all of them be killed. Till today, Boko Haram is waxing strong. Instead, bandits, Fulani headsmen, Fulani terrorists that caused bandits, they came up and they are waxing more stronger even. destroying our communities in the north. And you think that is something, there is abracadabra there. The more you look, the less you see. Are you hearing it? Just like the way France is in the Sahel or was in Mali. Oh, we are fighting terrorism, not knowing that they are the people manufacturing terrorism. When you study France, you know that France always a chief now. When it comes to is a master. When it comes to terrorist manufacturers, they manufacture terrorists. Are you hearing me? They were in Mali, stealing dry their things. Every time they come out, oh, we are fighting terrorists. We are making sure Sahel is free of terrorism. But they are the people sponsoring all those terrorists in order to justify their stay in Mali, in Niger, in Burkina Faso, everywhere. Where France built their garrison, their headquarters in Kidal, on top of thousands of kilometers of, on top of a gold mine. I mean, on top of gold deposit. Do you think that all these military boys that took over Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, when they are talking, just watch them. They are talking with annoyance. You don't know what they saw. They saw the complete deception of France and the Western allies. Complete. When they tell you we are fighting, they are the people bringing terrorists. And they are mining gold, rare earth, cobalt, everything, and shipping to France. Stealing every day. Immediately they pursue France. I think Mali is in control of Kida now. What France could not do for how many years? They will say, oh, no. Hey, Emma, this world is, the more you look, the less you see. Your ability to stage drama. That is the world we are in. Sometimes they will do, they will televise, they will call France 24 newsman, come and cover this, how we are fighting. Oh, we are fighting with all these terrorists. They shoot Papa. Maybe they will allow one soldier to be killed. One French soldier. You see? This world is about manipulation. You know, Mazi China Sanworo last Saturday, he said, oh, you are hearing me? Remove sentiment from this struggle. Remove sentiment. Because some people thought that we had a natural allies. There is nothing like natural allies, for your information. Because do you see why we always touch Mazi? It didn't start from us. From Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is nothing he can talk without putting religion inside. Because there lies the key. This sentiment. What we have been trained as babies till adulthood. I need to do right. I know this world is about exploitation. Mugu fall, Gaiman wax. The world is the example of it. There is no pity. Nobody cares about your existence. It is only you that should care about your collective existence. Nobody. I say nobody give a damn whether you are alive or dead. That's the people. They even want you to be alive, to be dead, all dead. They want us to be all dead, so that they will take over what is in our soil. You know that? Once you start understanding the world to be like this, you see your brain will start opening. You start seeing things in another way round, not the way you used to see it before. Because sentiment made us we continue praising our killers. Those that put us into perpetual suffering. Our killers, we praise them because of useless sentiments, which religion plays a very vital role That is why any person that is always saying that, no, don't talk about it religion, it will bring division. Now say, how? I need explanation, please. I need explanation. Because what I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. Unless I continue our normal, sentiments. Now, let us be playing mouth service, lip service, so that we get the Biafra as a flag independent country. Just flag independence, just like Nigeria. But we will not allow it. We get this Biafra both mentally, so that when you see your brother, you know that this is my brother. You will not discriminate against your brother based on religion or any other thing. No. We move in a bunch. That is a nation we want to restore, so that we have complete focus, value system as we are. Not when you are running away from your problem. Do you think you solve your problem by running away from it? Is that what you are thinking? No, don't talk about it. If you talk about it, there will be confusion. If that is the case, why then are we fighting for Biafra? Because there are even many Biafrans, many Igbo people that don't want Biafra. They are getting from Nigeria. You are bringing confusion. It is which means you are quoting our enemies' rights. That Biafra is about separation. We are separating. We are bringing division among ourselves. Because some people believe in Nigeria. Why are you heading towards that? You should have said, oh, no. Okay, let us limit talking about Biafra. Let us don't talk about it. Because it will bring division among ourselves. After all, there are people Igbo people. There are Igbos. There are Ijos. There are Ifiks that don't believe in Biafra. They don't believe in it. So why should we always lie to ourselves? And then why talking about religion is bringing confusion? It is bringing separation. It is not. It is you that is bringing confusion because of your mindset. Are you hearing me? It is you that is bringing confusion because of your mindset. After all, religion, didn't they preach to us? When you see somebody carry Bible be preaching to you, do you know what it means? Is showing superiority, that his own is superior, your own is evil. Is it not how in this modern age how it is being done? Why is it that if you are talking about setting the record straight, talking about our thing, now it is that time that it is bringing problem? Hey, we are trained by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to reason, logic, to reason, not to sentimentalize. No, never. So, let me continue. A Southwest outfit Amoteku arrests 31 suspects for kidnapping, other crimes in Ondo State. Do you see how the caliphate, they are moving? Because no place is spared in Nigeria. You see the write-up of Fonam, Mieti Allah, Fulani nationality movement, Fonam. Do you see their write-up? Did they go after them to kill them, to this and that? They tell you that Nigeria belongs to them. They threaten fire and brimstone, of which they are unleashing it. Are you seeing it? Do you see Nigeria government going to burn their houses? Because Nigeria is meant in order to Fulanize everybody. Nigeria is an instrument of Fulanization. If you don't know it today. And that's why we are running away from it. Are you hearing? There is no way in order to, fix Nigeria. Are you hearing? Okay, now, you see the news about the relocation of CBN, and rightly so. Central Bank of Nigeria is relocating from Abuja, the headquarters from Abuja to Lagos. And soon, Asrock will go back to Dodam Barracks. And rightly so. That one, I agree completely with Tinubu. I agree. He's taking a bold step and should be encouraged. Are you hearing me? He is taking a very bold step. Because people don't understand what is going to happen, what is happening. France is in France, no, nah, they are on the field playing. Are you hearing? France is on the field playing because of their interest they lost in Niger, which they wanted to use Tinubu in order to fight, to bring back their puppets, Basum. And the whole northerners in Niger and northern Nigeria, they said no. They warned the Tinubu not to do so with the other African people. But now, the northern Nigeria has been made a scapegoat. Do you know what is happening? You see what is happening? You see, they are unleashing terrorism in the north. The handlers, the secret agent handlers of those northern politicians, they told them that you people, it is your time to conquer, to annihilate the whole non-Fulani in the north. They thought that they are helping them to conquer the north, but they want to turn the northern part of Nigeria into, Somalia is nothing now. Which other place? To something worse than Somalia. When you see a president who has all the information at his disposal, saying that repairing Dodam Barracks, bringing back where the seat of money first, Central Bank, and now after that he will bring his seat of power in Asorok, bring it back to Lagos. You see, all hell will break loose. But the issue is this: we should never be left out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I say Mazi Chinasamoru said this last Saturday. When you are talking about regional politics, because the worst thing that is happening to our people is this: we don't even understand. Many of us don't show interest on the regional politics that is happening around us. In countries around us, many of us don't show interest. If you are talking it, you see people, very primitive Neanderthals commenting, how this will affect bring Biafra to us, and you see them, you know that they are ignorant. You know that they are ignorant. Completely ignoramus, I am telling you. Because what happens to your neighbors, it concerns you. You have to play along. Are you hearing me? You have to play along. Today, is it Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger? They say they are no more in ECOWAS. And you will see somebody say, how will this thing bring Biafra? In a comment section. Because it's just foolish, naive. You don't understand. What is happening? Why did Tony Blinken, why did he come to the Gulf of Guinea? The Bight of Biafra, where they now rename Gulf of Guinea. Cape Verde, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Angola. Why? Why do you think he came there? In order to secure the passage. I said it that time. I analyzed it. But do you know, naive people will be asking, how will this bring Biafra? You don't know that this thing they are doing, they are chaining, they are bringing more change. Because they are being knocked out in the Gulf of Aden, the Red Sea, the Suez Canal. People, the diehards there are knocking them. So they want to come, they are coming to a place where they have zombies that don't care. Anything they say, after all, they are your gods, you accept. Is it not? No question. They are coming to change more in order to protect, in order to use the leaders, I mean the political leaders, presidents and prime ministers in this region, because they are in charge. Are you hearing me? They are in charge. The worst thing that happened to Africa is the introduction of this so-called Western democracy, which they push us into. That is neocolonialism at its worst. Are you hearing me? Neocolonialism. And that's why, you know, just 1 second. We must continue. As I was saying, now let me just hold on, please. Let me do something now, please. Just please, I'll be right back. Let me regulate something very, very important in a minute, please. In 1 minute. Please do not go away. I'll be right back, please.